Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from Texas. I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis since those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So super excited tonight, you guys. It is Sunday night, so happy Sunday. I hope you all had a really beautiful day today with your families. So I have just a really quick and easy dinner, you guys. Ever have those nights where you just don't feel like cooking? So right now it's #I don't feel like cooking. So I have a quick and easy dinner to show you guys how you can throw something really quick and easy together and still stay on track for your keto journey. So who here loves zoodles? So if you love zucchini and you love zucchini noodles, go ahead and comment zoodles in the comments here. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to prepare them tonight. It's one of my favorite ways to make them. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. Welcome. Go ahead and say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, don't forget to comment new in the comments so that way I can circle back around and say hi to you. I've made over 100 brand new friends in the past few days. So if you're brand new to me, welcome. My name is Joanne. I've been keto over 1 year now. I'm down 60 pounds. I recently just hit into a size 6 jeans, so I'm super excited, you guys. And I'm just super passionate about the keto lifestyle. So if you are keto, go ahead and comment keto in the comments and let me know how long you've been on the journey, and feel free to give yourself a shout out if you have a recent celebration, transformation, NSV, what have you. Go ahead and share it with us. I love to see that in the comments here. So let me say hi to a few people real quickly. Comment zoodles if you're excited about the recipe tonight, and then we'll go ahead and get started. By the way, if you haven't friended me and followed me yet, go ahead and do that right now. If you click right on the bottom here, it will pop up. You can do follow and see first, and then click the 3 dots and turn on your live notifications. So if you enjoy my page, feel free to share the video. You can share me out to your favorite keto groups so I can meet more keto people. That would be amazing. And let's see who we've got online tonight. Welcome everybody. I'm so happy you're on. We've got a ton of viewers right now, so I'm really grateful. Let's see who we've got here. Hi Kathy, Lovina, Alex, Wendy, thanks for the unicorns. Thanks for the unicorns, Lovina. You guys know me now. You're getting into the game here. Hi, Sherry, Shirley, thanks for the unicorns, girl. Who else? Becky, hi Becky, Leah, Mary. Woo, so many of you guys. I can't say you all. Welcome. I'm so happy to have that. Thank you all so much. Hi Kelly, welcome. Thanks for the unicorns. So don't forget to friend me and follow me, you guys. Share out the videos. Oh, tonight we're doing zucchini noodles. So I had some zucchinis in my fridge, and I was like, what can I make with these bad boys? So I do have a small confession to make. I was supposed to go grocery shopping tonight, so I had planned actually a completely different recipe, but I never made it to the grocery store. So we're just going to do zoodles instead, and this is still one of my all-time favorite. This is one of the first keto dishes that I ever learned how to make, and it's been a hot minute since I've done it. So if you've never made your own zoodles, you're missing out. I do use the frozen ones from time to time. I usually get the green giant ones. They're nice to have quick on the side for like a side dish or what have you, but if you make your own fresh ones, it really is delicious. So somebody recently just gifted me with a spiralizer, so it was really easy to do, so you can make these beautiful, really thin noodles. So the trick to zoodles, has anybody ever made zoodles before? So if you made them, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know. There's a few tricks with the zoodles, so I'll tell you now before we start cooking. So first things first, make sure they're not too long. So I had small zucchinis, so they kind of already came out short, but sometimes if you have a very large zucchini, you can get these very large noodles. So if you do get really long noodles, make sure you cut them in half, okay? I learned that the hard way my first time. I had these giant noodles and I was struggling to saute them and toss them in the pan properly to get cooking. The other thing I want to share with you, before we start cooking and before I get distracted is that these cook very rapidly. So I usually set my timer for 4 minutes, and by 5 minutes, you need to pull them off the heat. Otherwise, they will turn into mush. So has anybody had that trouble where they're making zucchini noodles and they turn into mush? If that has happened to you, comment mush in the comments. You're not alone. It's happened to all of us probably. So, so this here, I'm telling you, set your timer at 4 minutes. You'll see me when we're cooking live here. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna be like paying close attention, and you can at least pull them off the heat, and then they can kind of keep going for a little bit. So yeah, I'm seeing some of you guys are commenting mush. That's happened to you. So 4 or 5 minutes is key. Now, I don't have a lot of zoodles tonight because it's just me. I believe the recipe calls for, goodness, it's starting to thunder and lightning out here in Texas. If you guys are from Texas and you're seeing the storm, let me know in the comments here. I just turned around a giant lightning. Good thing I'm not scared. So anyhow, startled me because I wasn't expecting it. But normally I think this recipe calls for 4 medium zucchinis. I only did 2 because it's just me. Now, one thing I will say is when I was cooking for more than one person and cooking for a family, make all 4 or 5 zucchinis because they really reduce. So this might not even be enough zucchini noodles for me. I'm not sure. We're gonna kind of play around with it, but this will get very small. You'll be surprised once this starts cooking. I remember the first time I ever did it, I had 4 or 5 medium zucchinis, and it seemed like a ton of zoodles. And then I started cooking, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm left with this like little teeny tiny little bit. So okay, so I'm seeing it storming in Louisiana too. So sending you all lots of love and safety. So basically what we're gonna do here is we are going to saute some garlic, get that going in the pan here. Let me see here. I do need to get a new tripod, you guys, so bear with me until we get this quite right. Let me just see if I can turn it up a little bit. Nope, that's as high as it goes. Okay, so we're gonna start sauteing our garlic in here first with just a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna cook the zucchini noodles, and then we're gonna toss in our Parmesan and make like a little Parmesan sauce after this. So yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, I skipped over that part, Kelly, because normally I'm just kind of like want to get right into it. But if you have the forethought to cut up your zucchini, salt it, let all the water come out, you can even like wring it out in like a cheesecloth. That will be best for you. So I'm more than likely I'm gonna have to drain out just a little bit of the water here, but we do want to keep some of the water once this cooks because we do want to make that little cheesy garlicky sauce, which is really delicious. Now, I don't have any xanthum gum right now, but if I did have it, I would encourage you to use just a little pinch of xanthum gum to thicken up that sauce in the bottom of the pan, just in case it's too watery. So Shirley said, normally I brown sausage, take it out of the pans, put in the zoodles, and top it off with rouse. That is actually a perfect way to do it. And actually, that's what I'm going to share with you right now. So the reason why I'm doing all the talking right now before we're cooking is because once I put the zoodles in the pan, I've got a 4-minute time frame. So can you guys see the lightning in the back there? It's for real. If I disappear, I'm sorry and know I love you all. Who knew that it was going to happen? So anyhow, I've got some pre-cooked sausage here. So normally when I make this, you guys, I get myself some real authentic Italian sausage and I saute it up in the pan and I use all of those delicious juices to flavor my zoodles. But like I said, I didn't make it to the grocery store tonight, so I'm showing you guys that you can do quick and easy options on the go when you need to. So this is a really great little sausage. We're gonna make it through this, you guys. This is from Applegate. It's one of my favorite brands. So this is actually a chicken and sage sausage. So if you're looking for something quick and easy, keto friendly on the go, I definitely recommend this brand in general and these sausages. Normally I don't do chicken sausage. I usually want the beef because I want all the fat for my healthy keto macros. But this was all they had, and it's got no sugars added, which is really important to me on my keto journey. I'm strict keto, so feel free to share with me in the comments what kind of keto you do, whether you're strict, lazy, dirty, what have you. It doesn't matter to me as long as you're on the keto journey. That's all that matters. So, but if you are strict keto, this sausage is perfect. It's got, if you do 3 links of the sausage, it's got 8 grams of total fat, which is very nice. It's only 1 gram of total carbs and 0 sugars, like I said. Plus, it's just a really good brand, ethically sourced and everything like that. So being that I didn't have real meat to throw in, not that that's fake meat, but being that I didn't have fresh meat to toss up right now and make for you guys, I just got this pre-cooked. It's ready to go, and I'm just gonna mix it right in with my zoodles because I personally love to have protein with my zoodles as well. So cool. I'm loving to see that some of the comments here. Some of you are strict, some of you are lazy, and some of you are dirty. That's awesome. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna put, I don't know, like a tablespoon or 2 in the pan here. And let's go ahead and turn this on. So how's everyone doing today? How was your weekend? Tell me about your weekend. Did anybody do anything fun? Have any fun plans? Go ahead and share with me. Would love to hear about in the comments. I also would love to hear what you had for your keto dinner. That's one of my favorite things. I always ask you guys every night, at least when I'm online here, and you guys share with me, and I love to see you all rocking your keto journey. So I just have to wait for this to heat up. Bear with me a quick second here, you guys. I'm also waiting for some comments to flow through. I had a really relaxing day today. I just stayed in, I stayed home, snuggled the baby. We're gonna be in trouble now because I was trying to go live before I took him for a walk. So we definitely won't be able to go take the puppy for a walk after the video's over unless the storm is done. So we'll see how it goes. Cool, so I'm seeing some of you guys are new keto or beginning keto, so you can feel free to comment and share with me whether you're new keto in the comments. So Tammy said, I had a pork chop in the air fryer, awesome, and green beans. I love my air fryer. I use it every single day. It's so delicious. One of my favorite things to make in the air fryer is actually a steak. It comes out really good. Renee said I used the beef regatta from the other knife and made stuffed peppers. Woo! That's one of my second favorite things to make. Great. Salad with chicken and pepperoni, delicious. Leftover beef regatta casserole. Wow, you guys all made my beef regatta casserole recipe. That's amazing. That makes me so happy. I can't take credit for that, by the way. That isn't my recipe. It's just one of the very first keto recipes I ever tried, and I fell in love with how delicious and easy it was. And it really started, you ever have like a recipe that you try and it really just starts to give you belief like, oh, this isn't so hard, I can actually do this? That was the recipe for me, because actually this was the first one I think I ever tried. And this one, like I said, it can be a little challenging because you have to make sure you don't get those noodles all burned up to mush. So that beef regatta casserole was the very first recipe I ever tried that was like easy and delicious and really started to instill that belief in me that I could actually do this. So Vicky said we were at ball games, so I brought my food instead of concession stand food. Girl, high five. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let me just move this down a little bit more. I'm just gonna let this get fragrant here. Nothing too crazy, you guys, just for like 30 seconds or so. I like to just get that flavor rolling in the garlic. All right. Throw in our zoodles. Probably save this. Okay, here we go. So this is the important part, you guys. Let me go ahead and set a timer for 4 minutes. That way when I'm chatting with you, you can keep track. And just watch how much this reduces. This looks like it's quite a lot of zoodles, but you're gonna see it's gonna go way down. So this works best if you have tongs. So you can toss this lightly like this. Melanie said she had pancakes and bacon. That sounds amazing. Hopefully they're keto-friendly pancakes. I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit. So being that I don't have actually 4 zucchinis in here, I've only got 2, this may actually cook faster. So I'm noticing when it starts to get this, you see how they're like almost noodly now? Like before they were almost stiff in the pan. So as they start to saute and cook down, you'll see that they get more like real noodles. And this is starting to look like the point where we'd want to actually pull it off the heat and it's almost done. Let me show you guys. So can you see the difference? So it's really, really starting to cook down. So I'm going to give it like 1 more minute, maybe like 30 seconds, and I'm actually going to pull it off. So this is what it looks like pretty much when it's done. So you can see how much it's cooked down already. So I'm gonna actually pull this off the heat so they don't turn into mush on me. And let me just rinse this real quick, you guys. So what I wanna do is I'm gonna take the zucchinis out of the pan and we're gonna make that, try and make that garlic sauce real quick. So thanks for sharing, Carrie Ann, I so appreciate you. Okay, so let's get these out of the pan and just let the water drip off as much as you can. We're gonna try and make that sauce if I have enough juices left over here. Now you could toss all kinds of fresh veggies with this. Normally one of my favorite things to put in this is actually some cherry tomatoes. So I usually cook some cherry tomatoes in here with the zucchini noodles, as well as the sausage like I was saying earlier. So, but there's so many great options that you could do, and I love this especially like this time of year because it's just so fresh and light for summertime, and you can see it cooks so quickly. So check that out. Really, it came out really, really good. So. All right, let's leave this here, and you can see, now of course if you had more, you would potentially have more juices. So let's go ahead and add in, let me just see how much Parmesan it is. Do you buy them like that, or I actually, those are fresh Zoodles. I actually used a spiralizer on them. So yeah, I do love the frozen ones. I use them as a quick side very often, but when I'm making it as my main meal, I really like to take the time and do the spiralizing with them because they're so good. Ooh, yes, I love mushrooms. So yeah, feel free to share with me. Give me some more ideas of what some fresh goodies are that you would add to yours to toss it up with. So, all right, let's see here. How much? Okay. So I'm just putting in all the Parmesan. I already pre-measured it because I knew that usually timing is really tough on this dish here. And I'm throwing in my pre-cooked sausage. I'm going to do a little bit of salt and pepper here. I'm just gonna do a little bit of Italian seasoning. The recipe actually calls for, I don't want a lot, so I'm just gonna do like a 1/4 teaspoon. The recipe, of course, uses calls to use fresh basil, which would be fantastic. And sometimes in the summertime, I do have that. So I didn't quite have enough water in here, but that's okay because I'm gonna add my zucchini noodles back in here now and finish tossing them. And that's pretty much it. I told you this, guys, was a really quick recipe. So let me turn this off. I don't think we need it anymore. I may have to turn it back on, but we'll see. So even though I didn't have a lot of water in the pan, the noodles naturally are pretty wet and dense, at least for this recipe. So you can see just by stirring it around, hopefully you guys can see okay, just by stirring it around, I'm able to create that sauce naturally. Gosh, this looks really good. I'm excited to try it. Who just jumped on? Hi Lisa, welcome. Try to pull it off the heat here so we're not cooking anymore. Hopefully you guys can still see okay. So I'm just trying to melt up this Parmesan, really, and then we are done. It smells amazing. So of course, if I had the tomatoes, it would look really beautiful with the red and the green. Let me hold this up so you guys can see it. So there you go. Quick and easy, delicious zoodle recipe. Somebody just asked me, Lisa. So Lisa's asked me if I need to use the xanthum gum. Maybe I should edit the post and say that it's optional. This, I did not need it. So can you see the sauce in there at all? It's not watery. So it's kind of almost the consistency of an Alfredo sauce. So depending on how much water you have in that first step, when I took the noodles out and we were cooking that extra water that was in the pan, if you really had a ton of water and it was not gonna thicken up, I would just do a little pinch of xanthum gum, let it get nice and thick, and then throw everything back in together. So super excited to have you guys tonight. I hope that you really enjoyed the recipe. If you did, don't forget to share out the video, friend me and follow me if you haven't done that yet. And if you'd like to be a part of my secret recipe group, go ahead and comment group in the comments, and I would love to get you guys an invite. So happy Sunday, have a great night, have a great Monday tomorrow, and I'll be back to chat with you guys again soon. Take care.